Did you ever sit back and wonder how much social media affects you?
500 million users on Facebook this week.
You all pretty much know each other within 1 or 2 degrees of separation.
They're shiny new iPhones.
Is it possible that making a cell phone call could soon become a thing of the past?
It's all around you, all the time. You can't escape it.
Amazing.
700 friends team.
Experience.
Social media.
Social connection.
The Social Butterfly Effect. A film by Carly Mazaroff. Will it capture you?
I know as soon as I get up in the morning, check your phone, see if there's any texts, get back to them, see if there's any updates from Facebook on your phone.
I would say that I check Facebook like twice a day just to keep in contact with everybody, I guess.
Oh man, looks like you have a new friend request. Oh my god, this cannot be happening. Well, it finally happened. Your mom is on Facebook.
I didn't even know what Facebook was. I'm a technological spaz.
900? I could be wrong.
Under 250, I say.
You see people on, you look through your friend's photo album, for example, and you see like, oh my god, I saw that guy yesterday at the coffee shop, or oh my gosh, I saw this girl at the pet store yesterday. And she knows a friend of mine, but I have no idea who she is, yet I saw it. Like, that kind of aspect of social media is kind of fascinating.
Anytime I do anything, it's like I have 15 comments from like my aunt, my mom, my grandpa, and all my friends are like, oh my god, your family stalks your Facebook. And
I like Facebook a lot, but there are some scary things about it. I'm an ed major and people are always freaking me out, like be careful what you put on there, you might not get a job, employers look at that stuff, and it really freaks me out that even if I set Facebook to absolutely private, that people can't search for me or anything, there's still a chance that administrators and employers could possibly find me. And I want to know what this secret stuff is that they can secretly find a way to find me even though I'm set to private. It really freaks me out.
I would state that it is a distraction sometimes for me, or at least has been in the past, where I'll get on Facebook or I won't have Facebook up when I should just be focused on schoolwork.
constantly texting all the time.
I use my phone for text messages. I use my phone. It is literally, if I'm in a meeting, I will use it to write down everything in the meeting. I use my phone for the calculator, the tip calculator. I feel like phones they're scary.
I have a Crackberry.
I text constantly, it's basically how you are social.
You become kind of like not a person, and just that becomes your voice, and you kind of lose your own voice sometimes, I think.
Well, I always have my phone. Everywhere I go, I have my phone.
Why?
Because it's my lifeline, it's my connection to everyone back at home and everyone at school who I don't see every day.
I can have my cell phone with me when I'm on vacation and take a picture, and someone will see it immediately after I take it. Whereas even 5 years ago, you came back with a bag full of film, and you got your pictures maybe an hour after you landed, and then you got to see them.
I have an iPhone, so I can just pull up Facebook and my Twitter on my phone. We can receive text messages, we can look at our emails on our phones, people receive tweets and they're blogging on their phone. That's a really great advantage for someone, like I said, since I am so involved in other organizations, communication becomes so much faster and efficient.
I do not even text. I can receive texts, but I don't have a text plan to send them out, and I don't use it for pictures. It's literally just a Go phone that's been given a plan.
There's a hot new trend sweeping the nation. The media can't get enough. Well, let's go first to the Twitter board if we possibly can. Do you Twitter?
On my Twitter page.
They're talking about Twitter.
Keep twittering us.
I'll be tweeting through the program.
Time to go between the tweets.
Here a tweet, there a tweet, twittering and tweeting.
And we have a tweet on Twitter. Tweet, Twitter,
Tweet,
chirping.
Twitter time! Yeah, let's tweet these twatters tween their twinks!
I don't have a Twitter account. However, I did go on it, and I oddly got thrown into it, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually kind of, I have to get on this. I was like, this is, because it becomes addicting.
You just tweet for 5 seconds, every couple minutes, so.
Honestly, I don't see the attraction to it. I think it's dumb. But yet, everybody's on it and everybody's doing it. I've never tweeted, I've never sent nor received a tweet. So maybe if I again tried it, I might like it. But, you know, I find it almost too minute, you know, like too... I've never seen a tweet that was worth quoting.
Twitter is stupid. It's the dumbest thing. Because you're not taking any time to think of what you're saying. You're just vomiting out words. And they don't have to have meaning. Anyone can become... It makes everyone seem kind of awfully self-important. There's no thought going into what you say. It's like you're just typing for the sake of seeing words on a screen. It's like, wouldn't this be funny? But it's not. It's not funny. It's pathetic. It's weird.
After studying abroad, I had made so many friends and I needed to keep in contact with them, so I basically talked to them on Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook. I really legit call them on the computer, so.
I actually don't Skype, however, I am getting into it. I think it's fantastic. Just to be able to call people and like see them.
I love Skype. It's awesome. It helps me stay in touch with my friends. It's a great way to communicate with people online. Having that face-to-face interaction makes everything more personal, and there's none of that weird stuff where you don't know people's emotions behind what they're saying. You can see it all in their face, having facial expressions. It's awesome. I love Skype. I use it all the time.
No one's going to go back to not carrying a cell phone. I mean, we're never going to do that. If I forget my cell phone, I turn around and go get it. You know, in my day, and you know, there was all these things about they would implant these chips in, you know, that like, you know, they would implant chips in your teeth so that they would know where you were all the time. You know, that the government would have to, you know, put a responder on you and they would be able to track your every single move. Well, they can on my cell phone, and they don't have to implant it. I love it. Okay, and no one ever dreamed of that.
Sort of an interesting side to social media is the amount of stuff we share about ourselves and sort of in an open forum. I think obviously different generations have different levels of what they're willing to share, and different generations have a better understanding of what it is, or rather have a better understanding of what they're sharing and where it's going. You know, like my mother doesn't understand when she writes on my Facebook wall that everyone that I'm friends with can read it.
Instead of sending family members how you used to have to call them on the holidays and be like, hey, Merry Christmas, blah, 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 people are texting it. And it's kind of like, and then how many times can you interpret a text? Like, how many different ways can you interpret a text? It's like, and people, they kind of, it's a crutch for people.
Everyone constantly having to be LinkedIn, and also even just the use of internet and web pages and whatnot is damaging to one's attention span, perhaps, and one's ability to focus on, say, reading for a long period of time. On the other hand, it allows for a quicker level of communication. It allows for, like, I know for me, Facebook allowed me to get in touch with a whole bunch of old friends. It has a lot of good things, but it also has some negative effects at the same time. So.
Is that for some reason we think that every little thing that we do and say needs to be shared. And sometimes we just have to learn to keep our mouth shut. You know, not everybody is interested in what type of toothpaste you use, or did you, or saw a dog on the way to work. You know, I mean, I think that's moronic.
Social media is so important in the activities that I participate in because it is the best and easiest way to stay connected so that everyone in your group is functioning on the same level.
It has its pluses and it has its minuses to it, and I don't know. I don't know where I lie. I know that if I didn't have my phone, I'd be a mess.
I love being in 24/7 connection with people.